Karika Jones.
Best idea is I just sent you the email too for our court hearing for.
Good afternoon. Who is on the device identified as Stan?
Standing Alicia Spiker.
Okay, thank you. And then who's on that device identified as OnePlus Nord?
Darius Horn.
Horn? Support?
Yep.
You're supposed to be with Judge Flores.
The paperwork I have right here said Judge Simmons. Kristen D. Simmons.
Correctly scheduled on your docket.
You said what?
I talked to Michelle from probation. She said it correctly put on your docket.
Yeah, it sounds like probation incorrectly put that on my docket. It should be before Judge Flores.
All right. I will bid you a fine farewell then, my friend.
Same to you. We'll email them, let them know that you're logging in over there now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Meineke, you're here for Hatcher.
Oh, that's correct, Your Honor.
Do they speak already? Okay, I'll put you both in a private meeting room to see if you can come to a joint pretrial statement, or if possible, an agreement on how to resolve this matter.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lipsy is here. I see Mr. Susan. Okay, he's here. Oh, let's see. Mr. Sasang, is it pronounced?
Saucon, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Sasang. Okay, good afternoon, and you're here on two matters. Let's see. Don't see anybody here yet for Trevino.
Actually, Your Honor, I do see Stanley and Alicia Spiker. They're the defendants in one of the cases that I have set.
Okay, so no one's here on Trevino yet, but we do have them. I will put them in a private meeting room with you to see if you can do a joint pretrial statement or come to resolution. Mr. and Mrs. Spiker, do you have an attorney representing you at all?
No, we don't.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you in the meeting room with the plaintiff's counsel to see if you can create a joint pretrial statement, or if you're willing to come to an agreement about resolution, you can talk and discuss that at this time, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Let's put them in. Okay, Mr. Hill is here with Midland Credit Union. But no one for Jones is here yet. Mr. Goodrich, are you representing Ms. Maldonado?
No, Your Honor, I believe she is representing herself.
Okay, sounds good. And she already spoke with you, Mrs. O'Boyle?
She did, Your Honor.
Okay, well, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus, I'm sorry, I'm on the record.
Sit down.
I'm sorry, you can go over there and talk to him because we're trying to get on the record. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ashley Marie Maldonado. File number 22L2735351 and 35352, council appearance.
Good morning, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda Boyle appearing on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Thank you. Today's the date that's set for a pre-trial and explanation hearing. Ms. Maldonado is present, representing herself. Ms. Maldonado, you met privately with Ms. O'Boyle. Is there an offer on this?
Your Honor, I did extend an offer of dismissal of the expired license charge and reducing the illegal turn down to impeding traffic. However, Ms. Maldonado indicated that she wished to write the ticket and may want to inquire here now as to possible attorney representation.
Can I say something? I'm sorry.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was kind of confused. I have never ever been through this before, so I'll just go ahead. I would just like to change my mind, please, and just go ahead and accept her offer.
Okay, did you want to talk to legal counsel before you accept the offer?
Mm,
We do have someone from the public defender's office here today.
Okay.
He may be able to talk you through your concern. I'm not sure.
Okay. No, that would be fine. Yes, I guess I better. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Goodrich, can I put her in a private meeting room with you? You can talk to her, and then if she wants to request a counsel at that time, then she can do an intake.
Yes, we'll do that. Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna add you to room 1. Okay, Mr. Levine is here. Sir, what's your name? What is your
Karika
name?
Jones. Karika Jones.
Cornelius? Okay, do you have a device that you could get on Zoom with? Do you have an electronic device with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you help him get on Zoom so he can meet with Mr. Levine? Okay, is Alexiana Kane representing herself?
I should have had a counsel.
Okay. You
He was just on here. He was just on
counsel?
here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll wait for him to return then.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Hill, I do see that Karika Jones has joined us.
Yes, is it possible we could speak in a breakout room?
That's completely fine. Ms. Jones, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in a private meeting room with Mr. Hill.
Okay, sure.
Your Honor, I am back, but Ms. Maldonado is choosing to proceed on her own at this time.
Okay, sounds good. We're back on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ashley Maldonado. Again, Ms. Maldonado, the offer from the city was for them to dismiss the license or expired license, which is the misdemeanor on this matter. And for you to accept responsibility to the civil infraction of illegal right turn or left turn.
Yes.
So
Yes,
did you
Your
want to
Honor.
accept that off, ma'am?
Yes.
Your Honor,
Yes.
to be clear, the city also offered to amend the illegal turn to impeding traffic.
Okay. Okay, so ma'am, your fine is $125. Did you want to accept responsibility to the amended civil infraction of impeding and then pay that fine?
Yes.
Okay, when can you pay the 125?
I don't know. I don't know. That was kind of what I was worried about.
What
Are you
can you
able to-
estimate that you'll pay it?
Are you able to make payment arrangements?
I am.
Okay.
What can you do?
Oh, I don't, can you give me 2 weeks to make a first payment?
Yep, how much you gonna pay in 2 weeks?
Um, 50?
Okay, are
50
you
of it?
sure you can pay 50 in 2 weeks?
No.
You want it?
Can
Okay,
I do $25
Okay.
payments?
okay, I'll put that you'll make a payment of $25. What is today's date? Okay, no later than September 15th.
Okay.
You'll make payments of $25 per month until paid in full, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
No problem. You can make a payment either online at the court website using this case number, or you can come up to the court and make a payment in person at the clerk's office. You also can
Okay.
mail a check or money order to the court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Goodrich, are you representing Ms. Kane?
Yes, Your Honor, and we are ready to proceed on her case.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Alexiana Capri Kane. File number is 21-03408. Council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Ms. Kane.
Kane's date set for a pretrial. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, in speaking with Ms. Kane, she would like to accept an offer from the city attorney where she would plead to an amended charge of allowing a suspended person to operate.
Is that correct, Ms. Kane?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand?
Say that again?
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. You can put your hand down, ma'am. Okay, Ms. King, you have the right to proceed to a trial in this matter, and you have the right to be represented by counsel. You have the right to be presumed innocent at trial until proven guilty. You have the right to have the city bring sufficient evidence to prove each element of the charge against you. They have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to question any other witnesses that the city intends to call. You have the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence at trial that you believe would further a defense to the charge. You also have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence used to either prove or implicate your guilt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, I do.
In order to plead guilty, you have to give up all of those rights today. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Is anybody making any promises to you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No.
Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charge of allowing a suspended person to operate, how do you plead, ma'am?
Guilty.
On a factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Kane, on or about December 12th of 2021, was your driving license, driving privileges suspended at that time?
Say that again?
Was your driving license suspended on or about December 12th of 2021?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, were you unlicensed at that time?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Your Honor, may I do a factual basis for the underlying charge here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, and on December 12th, did you choose to operate a motor vehicle on South Martin Luther King Boulevard?
Correct.
And that's located in the city of Lansing, County of Ingham, State of Michigan?
Yes,
And again, you were operating that vehicle with no license?
correct.
Okay, Your Honor, I believe we have a factual basis for the underlying offense here of unlicensed driver.
Any questions from the city?
No.
No, Your Honor.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. No problem. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Okay, your fine is $200. When can you make payment?
I'm gonna be giving birth in about 2 weeks. So after that, I could say in about a month, I can be able to pay the full payment. Just because I'm gonna be I'll be back working after my 6 weeks is up.
You're gonna give birth in a couple of weeks and then you're gonna take a month off and then you say you'll be back at work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll note here that you'll make payment within 60 days. Actually. Let me give it exactly. When is your due date, ma'am?
September 7th.
I'll note here you'll make payment no later than November 7th.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, you can make payment online or you can come up in person and make payment should you choose to, or you can mail a check or money order to the court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set.
All right.
Okay, I see Miss Jones is back. Mr. Hill, are you both all set?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Okay, did you complete a joint pretrial statement or did you resolve the matter?
Well, this is what happened. Ms. Jones contacted the office and negotiated a conditional dismissal upon a payment, okay, of $579.15 to be paid within 30 days. A conditional dismissal was mailed out to Ms. Jones. She may or may not have received it. She doesn't recall receiving it. Would the court consider adjourning this matter for 30 days? I can have Ms. Jones contact Midland. If she can make that payment, we would still honor that conditional dismissal that we offered to her. Otherwise, we don't have a deal at this point in time because she doesn't have the money today to make the payment. But she says she might be able to have it within the 30 days, and she does not want to have a judgment entered against her. So, if the court would adjourn it for 30 days, that'd be great. Otherwise, just put it on schedule for as you normally would.
Okay. Miss Jones, you want 30 days?
I prefer
Okay.
60, but they keep saying I can't get more days to pay it off, and 570 something is a lot to pay at once. But I don't know.
Okay,
At
well,
this
do you
point.
have, it sounds like you need to contact Midland directly though, correct?
I've been calling them. That's who I've been talking to, and they keep saying no. That's how it ended up to this point.
Okay, I'm gonna adjourn it for 30 days at this time, because I don't know if they're going to later change their mind after hearing back from their counsel. I don't know, but if they do allow you to avail yourself of that agreement that was previously offered to you for the conditional dismissal, which I'm just checking out if there was a conditional dismissal, we didn't receive it. So I'm not sure if she ever received it, but if they're gonna allow you to avail yourself of that, when you come back in 30 days, I'm happy to give you an additional 30 days, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Let me give you a date now.
It's gonna be October 3rd at 1:30.
October 3rd at 1:30.
That's 10/3 at 1:30, Your Honor.
That's correct?
Thank
Mr.
you.
Jones, you said something?
I thank you.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Meineke is back with Ms. Hatcher. Are we ready to go on the record on that one?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of T&T Financial versus Trakia Michelle Hatcher. The file number is 22-01340. Can I have your appearance, counsel?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. James Meineke appearing on behalf of the plaintiff TNT Financial.
Thank you. And then Ms. Hatcher is present. I believe that's her on the Moto G Purim. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pretrial in this matter, and I do see where we received a joint pretrial statement from Mr. Meineke. Were you able to get that approved, or did you all work something else out?
Your Honor, I would believe we worked out a conditional dismissal in this matter. So if I may put the terms of that on the record.
Please do so at this time.
Okay. Yeah, yes, Your Honor. The parties have agreed to a stipulation to dismiss subject to reinstatement, which calls for the dismissal of this matter in exchange for an agreement to pay the amount of $6,000 in monthly installments of $50 or more beginning on October 15th, 2022. No interest will occur on this balance so long as the payments are made as agreed. In the event that any payment under this agreement is more than 30 days past due, TNT Financial may file a motion with this court requesting the matter be reinstated and requesting a judgment against Ms. Hatcher, but only for the remaining unpaid balance of the settlement amount. The judgment would also include the recovery of court costs, and there would be the judgment interest rate in this matter, which would be 13% per annum.
Okay, Ms. Hatcher, is that accurate to what you believe your agreement is?
Yes, but I didn't, he didn't say nothing about the judge, the 13%. What's that? How much would that be?
Well, that's, if we file the motion and receive a judgment, the judgment rate of interest is 13% per annum. Right now, as long as you make all the payments under the agreement,
Okay.
there's no interest.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just the amount should you not follow through with what the agreement was, and they have to seek a
Okay.
judgment. Okay, you have any other
Okay, ma'am.
questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so that does sound like your agreement?
Yes.
Okay, are you giving Mr. Meineke permission to sign on your behalf? Actually, it's
Yeah.
a conditional dismissal, this is not a consent judgment, that's correct. Okay, very good. Okay, so this matter will be dismissed under that agreement, and Mr. Meineke, you'll present that conditional dismissal to the court, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm going to send a copy to Ms. Hatcher for her signature and then email it to the court.
Okay, very good. Any questions for you, Ms. Hatcher?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing this afternoon, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, you're all set then, Ms. Hatcher.
Thank you,
All right,
Judge.
thank you.
Ms.
Have a good
Hatcher.
day. Yep.
Thank you, you too. Okay. Mr. Levine. Okay, he's maybe not available. Oh, yes, he is. Mr. Levine, you've met with Mr. Cornelius. Are you ready to go on the record?
Yes.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of GTSC Warehouse LLC versus Abu Talib Cornelius. File number is 22-01449GZ. Counsel appearance.
Jarrett Levine for the plaintiff. Good afternoon.
Thank you. And Mr. Cornelius is present. He's actually in the courtroom. We put him on Zoom for the purposes of meeting with you privately, but he's proceeded without counsel. Mr. Cornelius, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Levine, did you all come to a pretrial statement or an agreement?
Yes, I sent in a pretrial statement just a few minutes ago. And Mr. Cornelius and I had a pretty good conversation that could lead to a consent judgment. And he knows his options. So he may, I'm going to send him a proposed consent judgment this week. And we'll see what we can do to get the case resolved. But yeah, you should have a pretrial statement. It's a claim and delivery for possession only. We'd ask that the court set it over for a bench trial and hope to have the matter resolved before that date.
Okay, you'll get a bench trial in the mail from the civil department, okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions today, Mr. Cornelius?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then you're both all set on this matter. Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Sasson? You ready
Yes.
with the spikers?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
We're on the record in the matter of Sun Secured Financing versus Stanley Spiker and Alicia Spiker, file number 22-01463GC. Counsel appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Stossens, spelled Sossong, P59383, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. And I have Mr. and Mrs. Spiker present via Zoom. They're proceeding today without counsel and they met with you privately, Mr. Sasson. Is there a agreement or a pretrial statement that was completed?
We have orally gone through the proposed pretrial statement, and I'm prepared to go through that with the court on the record here. We've reached an agreement.
As to the pretrial statement?
Yes, Your Honor, as to the pretrial statement.
Okay, well, then you just need to file it with the court.
Oh, all right, Your Honor. I will. I'll get that sent to the court then for filing.
No, that's perfectly. And you actually can just send it to Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
May I have that email address one more time, Your Honor?
Yes, Judge Simmons Courtroom
Judge
at
Simmons.
lansingmi.gov.
MI.gov. Okay, Judge Simmons Courtroom. All right, at lansingmish.gov.
Yes.
All right, I'll get that email to the court then, Your Honor.
Thank you. Do you have any questions today, Mr. and Mrs. Spiker?
No.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do, Mrs. Your Honor. My question is, they keep trying to, well, he explained to us that it wasn't adjudicated, which we've never been through anything like this before. So we've been to court twice in Eaton County about Sun Home Communities. She said, she sent us a letter, Sun Home Communities sent us a letter saying that she was evicting us due to alleged criminal activity, but we never saw anything that said that we were doing anything criminally. And their prior attorney, because she had wanted us out October 1, we had asked their attorney if we could, have an extension because I do home dialysis. So we asked for an extension because I had to get my equipment moved to our new residence. But my thing is, and I don't understand why it's not being addressed, where's the criminal activity? We've never seen a police officer. Nobody ever came to our home. And she said from April to August, and then we received this letter in September saying that we were allegedly doing criminal activity. We never saw a police officer. We never received. What is the alleged? We want to know what the alleged criminal activity was, because I still to this day don't understand. And I don't understand. They're trying to say that she asked us to leave. She evicted us, and we were buying. We were in purchasing. We have lived out there for 9 years. And then all of a sudden, this criminal activity comes up from April, May, June, July, off for like 4 or 5 months. But nobody ever came, knocked on our door. None of that. And then the attorney was asking, will we serve papers for rent, whatever that means. And we were never served by a police officer, sheriff, none of that. We were asked to move. So that's what we did. She told us we were evicted for criminal activity. So we left because that's what she said. But where's the alleged criminal activity?
Okay, well, ma'am, I wouldn't be able to answer that question for you because I don't have any information. All I have is a complaint, which is likely what you have. What you would probably need to do if you have questions, because this looks like it's for maybe past due rent or breach of contract.
We paid our rent.
This is a civil matter. This is a pretrial, so this is not the time for me to hear testimony, which is what you're trying to do now. So what we did when I put you in the private meeting room was for you all to come to agreements about dates. One of those dates was for discovery. Discovery is your opportunity, ma'am, for you to ask the other party to answer some questions or to provide you with some documentation. So
he act like he don't have that. So I understand where you're coming from, ma'am, and I thank you, but he doesn't even have that.
You would need to send and you probably want to, since you're representing yourself, you want to get a hold of some court rules. You would need to send a demand for that information if that's what you're saying. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then obviously you can hit whoever the landlord or whoever he's representing should have access to any information regarding why you were evicted. That's reasonable that they would have that information.
Thank you.
That they could get that information for you. But
Thank
you need to send a formal. You have to send the request though. The court does not send a request on your behalf.
Okay. Well, I did talk to the attorney prior to this hearing, not this attorney, but the attorney that they had prior to coming into your courtroom today. And she said, well, I don't see anything that says that. She said it's due to rent. That's what she told us. But I told her, I said, that is not what the letter we received. The letter we received said due to criminal activity. And we went to LPD, we went to Eaton County Sheriff, we went to Ingham County Sheriff, and they're all just as confused as we were.
Okay, so you'll again make your request for any discovery or information regarding the eviction that was obviously connected to this from Mr. Salsa, and he can get that information if to the extent that he has or that they have those records. They should have records about any eviction. Outside of that, the agreement or the paperwork that you all have completed today, which was the pretrial statement, we'll use that to send you some new dates. One of those dates will be a deadline that you will have to request that information from the plaintiff or through their counsel, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. And then we'll also get you a trial date on that and a final pretrial date. And those will all be sent to you in the mail, okay?
All right, thank you. You have a good rest of your week.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
just one question before the defendants go. Do I have, I would ask the defendants on the record if I have their permission to sign their name to the proposed pretrial statement with the information and the date we discussed in the breakout room.
Yes, we'll get a copy of that, correct?
Absolutely.
And one last question, can you get paperwork? Because she said it was due to criminal activity, and we would like to know what the criminal activity was. Your representative, they should know. Because according to what you're saying, we didn't move out when they asked us. We didn't leave until March. No, we left October like she asked us. I mean, we do have our neighbor. We have a neighbor across the street from us who could testify that we left when we were told to.
Okay, so I think plaintiff's counsel appears to be willing to get you whatever paperwork is involving your eviction. So I think he'll get you that, okay?
All right, thank you so much. You have a good rest of your week, ma'am.
Same to you.
Thank you. And you as well, Mr. I can't pronounce your last name, I apologize. But you have a good rest of your week as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
You as well.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. I didn't see anyone log in on behalf of Maria Trevino. Anyone here on behalf of Maria Trevino? And Mr. Lixie, you're here on that matter as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of this people of the city of Lansing versus, actually, no, this is the city of Lansing versus Maria Trevino. File number is 2200169 GCE. Council appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Sosson appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, City of Lansing, Michigan.
And today was the date that was set for a motion for summary disposition. Motion was filed by the plaintiff, it looks like back on August 2nd, 2022. This matter was set for 1:30 p.m. for hearing. Maria Trevino has failed to appear. It's currently 2:05. In addition to that, Ms. Trevino has not responded, at least the court has not received any response from Ms. Trevino as to the plaintiff's motion for summary. Did you or your office get a copy or a response at all? Because we did not.
No, Your Honor, our office has not received any responsive pleading from Ms. Trevino after the motion for summary disposition has been filed.
Okay, very good. So the court will grant the motion for summary disposition. I don't think you provided an order though.
An order, a proposed judgment was provided along with the filing. It might be in the file, but if it's not, we can submit another.
Okay, I think I do see it. There's a judgment here in the amount of $1,118.32, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay, judgment will enter in that amount. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're all set.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
All set as well, Judge.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Lixie.
Okay, thank you.
What's your name, sir?
Brett Davis, ma'am.
Okay, do you have an attorney?
There's one on this paper, but I don't believe I need one. I got paperwork in my hand stating that these charges are being dismissed from the Secretary of State.
You said that you have an attorney on that paper?
I do believe so.
What does it say the attorney's name is?
James D.
Smirka?
That's it.
Okay, he wouldn't be your attorney though. He's the city attorney.
Okay. Then no, I do not.
Okay, so you do not have counsel and this is for driving while license is expired?
Yes.
You said that you have paperwork that said the case should be dismissed. What is the case? What does the paperwork say?
It's from the Secretary of State. If I can approach you, hand it to you.
Can you just read it? You can just read it.
I have my reading glasses with me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Goodrich wants to talk to him.
So Mr. Goodrich is representing him? Because Mr. Goodrich is not here.
He's a breakout. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you do have an attorney. Did someone file an appearance? Because we don't have one of them. Yeah, the Secretary of State can't dismiss.
Well, it states that it should not be, I shouldn't be held accountable because it was misrepresented that I didn't have a license at the time.
Oh, so that's essentially saying they made an error. Is that what you're
Right,
saying that's
yes.
saying?
I did.
Okay, let's wait till Mr. Goodrich comes out and then we'll see if he wants to speak with you in a private room. You have a phone, a telephone, or a device that you can get on Zoom with?
I do not.
Okay, we'll get you on an iPad, okay? Who's on the Motorola? Hello, who's on the Motorola?
Tyson Milton.
Okay, Tyson Milton, okay. That's for discovery. I thought Mr. Smith is here. Okay. Mr. Smith, do you want me to put you both in a private meeting room?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Milton, can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put you in a private meeting room with Mr. Smith so that he can ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, who's on the Samsung?
It's me, Vernon Chapman.
Okay, and do you have a counsel or did you request court appointed counsel?
Yes, Miss Don Levy.
Okay, and you'll be represented by Mr. Goodrich today, I believe. So we'll wait and see if he needs to speak to you, okay?
Okay.
Dennis Joff failed to appear, so I'll bench warrant him. Same to you.
Mr. Goodrich?
No, that's not Mr. Goodrich.
Mr. Davis, would you like to speak with an attorney?
I guess I have to. I have paperwork stating that it should be dismissed. It's a RE conviction
Okay,
removal.
well, don't
from-
don't get into anything right now. I'm just asking. My office didn't have your a request for an attorney from you, but it seemed confusing when I looked at the website. Did you want an attorney? You don't have to have one.
I just want to get this, dismissed because I got this paperwork saying that it shouldn't be on my record. It's from you guys. It's from the state of Michigan.
Okay, so then you may want to request an attorney. Okay, that's okay. So
sure.
Okay, so we need can we get in a breakout room with Mr. Davis, please?
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Goodrich, are you ready to proceed on Mr. Donnelly?
Yes, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state, I'm sorry, city of Lansing versus Keith Michael Donnelly, file number 20-02581, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Donnelly.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pre-trial and a driving while license is suspended. How are we proceeding on that?
Your Honor, Mr. Donnelly would like to accept an offer from the city attorney's office where he would plead to an amended charge of allowing a suspended person to drive his vehicle.
Donnelly, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Donnelly, you have the right to be represented by counsel and you have representation by Mr. Goodrich from the Office of the Public Defender. You have the right to proceed to trial in this matter and you have the right to have a jury trial. At the time of trial, you have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses the city intends to call. You have the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence at trial that you believe would further a defense. You have the right to have the city bring sufficient evidence to prove each element of the charge against you, and they have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used to prove or imply that you're guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you wish to waive all of those rights today so that you can enter or accept the offer to plead guilty to a allowing suspended person to operate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is anybody promising you anything to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has there been any threats made to you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty to the charge because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
Okay. As to the charge of allowing a suspended person to operate, how do you plead?
Guilty?
On a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we will use the underlying charge here of driving while licensed, suspended, revoked, denied for factual basis. Mr. Donnelly, on or about August 28th of 2020, at that time, had your license been denied?
Yes, yes.
And despite your license having been denied, did you choose to operate a motor vehicle on Grand River Avenue?
Yes.
And is that located in the city of Lansing, County of Ingham, state of Michigan?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I believe we have a factual basis to the underlying offense of driving while licensed and have been denied.
Thank you. Any questions from you, Ms. O'Boyle?
No questions on behalf of the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Let's see. What is he in custody for? Did I just see Mr. Donnelly yesterday?
No, Your Honor.
He has been in for 6 days at this point. He has a couple matters with you tomorrow, and I believe he has a sentencing with you in early October.
Oh, last week, I thought it must have been last week we set the sentencing. Oh, I saw it 2 weeks ago. Okay. And what is he being held on? Not this matter.
No, I know he's being held on a new charge for assault and battery. He has a 10% bond on. On the felony case that he's being sentenced on, he has a 10% bond. This case, they actually gave him a cash or surety bond too, probably, so he got credit while he was sitting in jail on the other matters.
Okay.
And another one.
You said he has a case with me tomorrow?
Yes, I have
An eviction?
an assault and battery case, one scheduled for August 30 with you and one scheduled with you on September 6th.
Okay, I'm gonna give him credit time, sir. And close the file. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
That Mr. Donnelly. You're all set, Mr. Donnelly. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. I see Mr. Chapman is here. Mr. Goodrich, are you representing Mr. Chapman?
Yes, and I would need to speak with him very briefly.
Oh, okay, sounds good. How are we proceeding on Mr. Davis? Is he requesting court appointed counsel?
He is not, Your Honor. He would like to proceed on his own on this matter and address the matter with the city attorney.
Okay, so I'll put you and Mr. Chapman in a private meeting room. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Trying to move the jail. Rich is in room 4. Okay, we're on the record. Actually, Ms. O'Boyle, did you need to meet with Mr. Davis privately at all?
I believe so, Your Honor. If he's representing himself, I would need to have an opportunity to speak with him.
Okay, sounds
Thank you.
good. Mr. Goodrich, I've put Mr. Chapman in room 4. Ms. O'Boyle, you're in room 2, and I'm gonna just add into room. Oh, he's already in room 2. Some will be into a session.
Thank God. I'd have never figured.
This is Mr. Stauffer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're waiting to see if your attorney needs to speak to you. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Brett Edgar Davis. File number is 21L26833131. Council appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Thank you. And Mr. Davis is present in the courtroom. However, he is in a separate meeting room right now on a device. He met with you privately. He's of the impression that there was some error as to his license showing us suspended. How are we resolving this matter?
Your Honor, I don't believe we've reached a resolution here today. It sounds like Mr. Davis is possibly going to want to proceed to a trial. However, there's some documents in his possession that he would like our office to review. And so after this matter is completed here, he's going to bring those down to our office so I can review those. I believe that it sounds like there might be some additional work that I may need to look into relative to a license in Tennessee, which I will do, but cannot do right at this moment. So at this time, I would be seeking an adjournment of this matter.
I'd be seeking a dismissal on this matter.
Thank you. I recognize you're seeking a dismissal, but I don't have anything before the court that would put me in a
Can I
position
show
to
you
dismiss
these
that.
documents, ma'am?
Well, the appropriate way to get those before the court would mean you would have to file a motion to dismiss and then attach it as an exhibit. And that motion gives the city an opportunity to respond. You would have to follow the court rules too if you wanted to file a motion. But it sounds like Mrs. O'Boyle is willing to do some investigation into the documents that you have. They're just on the 5th floor of this building. So I'm going to reset the matter at this time. So you can go down to the 5th floor, ask to speak to Mrs. O'Boyle so she can make a copy of these documents that you have.
Yep.
And then
Yes.
she can look into it on her end. If it turns out that in the interest of justice, this matter should be dismissed, then her office will make that motion to have it dismissed. Otherwise, you still have the right to file a written motion with the court asking for the case to be dismissed and provide to the court whatever documents you have to support it, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna set it for September 12th at 11 a.m.
September what?
12
12?
at 11
Okay.
o'clock in the morning. We'll get
Yes,
you a
ma'am.
copy of the notice to appear, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Any
So
additional?
I need to
matters
wait
today?
for that before I go talk to Ms. Boyle.
We're gonna come right in there. Yep, we'll bring you your notice to appear and
Okay.
we'll collect the iPad and then you can go right down to the 5th floor, okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am. You have a good day.
Same
Be
to
safe.
you. Same to you. Mr. Goodrich, are we ready on Mr. Chapman?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Vernon Chapman, file number 22-01972 and OM, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
And Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Chapman. And Your Honor, I believe I I was mistaken when I spoke with Mr. Chapman. I just reviewed a note and I gave him something that was incorrect. If I may talk with him real briefly again. I apologize.
No problem. We're off the record. You're already in. Well, let me move him because he may not know how to get back to the room. I'll move you both to room 1.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we're back on the record in the matter of Vincent Chapman. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Chapman would like to accept an offer made by the city attorney's office whereby they would agree to reduce this matter to a civil infraction of breach of peace if he agrees not to return to the property in question, and he is willing to do so.
I
That's correct,
want
Mr.
to,
Chapman.
but I'll be right up.
That's correct, Mr. Chapman.
Yes, ma'am.
Your fine is $75. When can you pay?
I was terminated from the plant and my other job due to that landlord giving me so many issues. So as soon as my income get right, I'll make sure that's paid. It's unfortunate that I have to pay that at this time. I lost all my stuff in that house. You know what I mean? So I'm rebuilding right now with my.
I understand, but the way the court works is we can't put that as soon as your income get right that you'll pay. So I need a date.
Give me till 22nd.
Okay. How about this? I'll say that you'll pay within 30 days.
Thank you so much.
No problem. You can either pay online at the court website using this case number, or you can send a check or money order to the court, or you can come in person and pay at the counter for the criminal traffic division, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
No.
Nothing for the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Goodrich, did you need to speak to Mr. Stoffer?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Smith, were you all set in the breakout room?
We completed the Q&A part, Your Honor. There are some documents that are responsive to your subpoena. I'm going to get in writing to Mr. Milton, remind him what he needs to produce. He didn't anticipate any issues with that. We discussed both mail and electronic. I think between both routes, he'll be able to get me the documents needed. If we could get a continuation date, I may have more questions depending upon the contents of those documents, but I think we have things worked out, including a payment plan beginning next month.
Okay, Mr. Milton, are you still there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, so that sounds about right as to your understanding as to what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how many days? How long? How much time did you want, Mr. Smith?
It'll be quick.
We can do September 12th at 1:30. September 12th at 1:30.
You think that gives you enough time, Tyson? September 12th?
September 12th? Yeah.
Documents we talked? Okay, good. I think that'll work for both of us, Your Honor.
Okay, excellent. We'll have that noted here. Any additional matters today?
None. Appreciate your help. Thank you, Tyson.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
Okay, appreciate it. Have a great day.
You as well.
You too. Justin Moore did not appear.
Can
He left on the 23rd. Yeah, I was sitting over there and just do our appointment, girl was over there. I asked him to get out.
Okay, are we ready, Mr. Stoffer?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Christopher Stoffer, file number 22-01789, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of City of Lansing.
Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Stauffer in this matter.
Thank you. Today was the date that was scheduled
All right, man, keep your head up,
for
man.
pre-trial. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Stauffer would like to accept an offer made by the city attorney whereby he would accept responsibility to the civil infraction of breach of peace in this matter, and as a result, the misdemeanor matter would be dismissed.
That's correct, Mr. Stoffer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is he being held in custody for?
He had a child support, I think it was a probation issue where he got sentenced by Judge Kennedy. He's expected to get out of jail. I believe it's September 9th.
Okay, I see his bond was set at 510% on this.
Yeah, that's usually what they do when they want him to get credit while he's being held on another matter.
Yeah.
So I think that's why.
Sounds good. Okay, it's fine, it's $75. I'll refer it to collections. He can make a payment plan when he gets out of custody.
Okay.
Do you have any questions today, Mr. Stoffer? No, ma'am. Okay, you're all set. Thank you. Have a good one. You too. That's all I have. I issued a bench warrant for Justin Moore.
Your Honor, I got word from Ms. Donnelly that she got word from Mr. Moore that he had something coming up. He couldn't appear in court. We would ask the court to just hold the bench warrant for 48 hours. I believe he is scheduled to be in front of you tomorrow.
Yep, it'll be held for 48 hours. If he
Okay.
appears, we'll address it. Yep,
Okay, that's all we were asking for.
no problem. Any additional matters?
No, I think we've got them all, Your Honor.
All right, well, long day, but thank you.
Yes.